Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3, 4. Testing, testing. All right, we are working today. We are working, and we're ready to fly. We're flying right now from Cuidad, Obregon, to Los Mochis. It's about an hour flight. It's an hour-long flight. Let's go ahead and take a look real quick. So this is the flight radar. I mean, not flight radar. This is Sky Vector right here. And so we're taking off from Mike, Charlie, November to Mike, Lima, Mike. And it's just a straight shot down. There are no waypoints. According to this, estimated time en route is about an hour and 2 minutes. And I have the flight tracker right here. This is Flight Radar 24. This is the activity that's going on in the area right now. So we got a United Airlines flying right overhead, going to Puerto Vallarta, which we'll eventually go to in our later journey. And another one right here going to Tijuana. Another one going to Tijuana. Another one here going to Los Angeles from Guadalajara. So anyway, we're in Cuidad, Obregon right here, and we're flying to Los Mochis, this airport right here to this airport there. So let's go ahead and jump in the plane and get started. Clear. Got my brake on. Okay, that's that. I want to hit B on the keyboard, and that brings our altimeter to the correct setting. And this one here, we'll go ahead and press enter. And I'll turn on all the lights. And on the transponder, we'll turn that on. Back. And then on this right here, we'll go ahead and build our flight plan. So what you do is you just press this button with your right mouse button. It's a push button. It's knobs, but it's also a push button. So you push that right there, and then you bring that there, and then you push that again. Okay, you don't push it again. You rotate it to the right, and then you rotate it to the right again. And then by default, it starts with K, but we want to go to M. And then at the same time, I'm going to go ahead and just use the keyboard on the computer. So you can do that by pressing this button right here. And so our origin is Mike, Charlie, November. That's Cuidad, Obregon. So we press that button again so we can enter it. Enter that. En route, okay, there's none. I'll just go ahead and let them determine my runway. And then the destination again, we do all of that again. So I'm just going to again use the keyboard there. So that's Mike, Lima, November, and press enter. Okay, no. Press enter, and then it's done. Okay, and then so we're about 100. Okay. Did I do that wrong? Mike, Lima. Is that Mike, Lima, November? That says 742. That's not the right place. Oh, you know what? I think I labeled it wrong too. So anyway, let's look at the Sky Vector again. That's Mike, Lima, Mike, not Mike, Lima, November. So we'll go ahead and clear that. Clear that. Yes, clear it. So we're going from Mike, Charlie, November to Mike, Charlie, Mike. Is that right? Mike, Lima, Mike. I'm just really doing a lot of winning here. Mike, Lima, Mike. There we go, Los Mochis. And then we'll go ahead and press enter. Now the elevation for this runway here real quickly is okay, the elevation is just 16 feet. So we'll go ahead and put 00. So let's enter right here. Active flight plan. That's 16. Pretty close to the coast there. And that's good. Okay. So there we go. Flight plan there. What we want to do, what I didn't do, what I should have done, is I should have set my altitude. Now, looking at this again, this is the sky vector. If you look at world low right here, running right along here, we can do a 4,000. That's 4,000 minimum. So we do 4,000 right there. Pardon my throat, it's a little scratchy today. I don't know why. Allergies, I guess. So let's go ahead and look at the flight plan again. Okay, so we don't have any. Anyway, let's go ahead and just get ready to take off here. We don't have any waypoints there, so I'm trying to set up here. I like to get this set up.
Obregon ground Cessna November Charlie 77 Charlie Charlie with uniform request taxi for takeoff south departure.
Cessna November Charlie 77 Charlie Charlie taxi 2 and hold short of runway tree 1 using taxiway Alpha cross runway tree 1. Contact tower on 118 tree when ready.
Taxi 2 and hold short runway tree 1 using taxiway Alpha cross runway tree 1 Cessna 7 Charlie Charlie.
Huey here. While we're doing that here.
Obregon Airport Information Uniform 2100 Zulu. Wind 242 at 8. Visibility 10. Sky condition clear. Temperature, tree 4. Dew point 10. Altimeter 29.72. Visual runway tree 1 in use.
I got
Landing
my flaps
and departing
up.
runway tree 1.
So we're taking off on 3-1.
Direction of flight. All aircraft read back hold short instructions. Advise controller on initial contact you have uniform. Obregon Airport information.
So this is real-time weather, and this is real-time time. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to back taxi here. I'm not sure what the speed limit is on taxi. I think it's about 30 knots. That you can actually taxi up to 30 knots. Going 25, slow down a little bit here. 29. I'm doing a lot of left rudder right now. Look at that windsock right there. It's just pushing from the left, or from the pushing toward the left. So we'll go ahead and circle around right here onto toward the runway and line up and wait. Okay.
Obregon Tower Cessna November Charlie 77 Charlie Charlie at runway tree 1 ready for departure to the south.
Cessna November Charlie 77 Charlie Charlie altimeter 29er decimal 72 wind 242 at 8.
72.
Departure to the south approved. Cleared for takeoff runway tree 1.
Obregon Airport information, Whiskey 210.
Okay, I pressed 1 to acknowledge.
Cleared for takeoff runway tree 1 Cessna 7 Charlie Charlie.
Ready? And off we go. I got the flaps up. Don't need flaps for such a small plane, such a long runway. Power is full. I'm getting a lot of right rudder. Airspeed is alive. Rotated about 55. And rotate. And then I'm going to go ahead and initiate my autopilot. And what that did is that locked in our roll and our pitch. And let me go ahead and synchronize the heading, press that button there, flight level change, and the heading mode. So we are now flying off of the heading. Should have synchronized. I always forget to do that. You should synchronize your heading with your runway direction before you take
Cessna 7
off.
Charlie Charlie continue for south departure.
And we'll go ahead and continue.
Obregon Tower Cessna November Charlie 77 Charlie Charlie continue for south departure.
And then we'll go ahead and bring it around toward the south here. Okay, the GPS now is taking over. So that was Cuidad Obregon. Climbing to 4,000 feet. And so what I have is, we have the R, that stands for rotate. The X is the best angle of climb. If you needed to climb and get out of there quickly in a steep situation, you want the best angle of climb. This is the glide speed. That's glide speed. That's basically when you're coming in. And then the Y is the best rate of climb. So in other words, this is the best that we can do to get to 4,000 feet at the quickest time. I believe that is Highway 15 there. And bringing back now the mixture.
Cessna 7 Charlie Charlie leaving my airspace frequency change approved.
Go ahead and say frequency.
Obregon Tower Cessna November Charlie 77 Charlie Charlie
So
frequency
bringing back
change.
the mixture right here, that brings back our fuel flow. See the fuel flow graph right there. And we'll go ahead and request flight following.
Obregon approach Cessna November Charlie 77 Charlie Charlie is type Cessna Skyhawk 1 mile south of Obregon 2,700 feet. Request flight following.
Cessna November Charlie 77 Charlie Charlie Obregon approach. Squawk 2513.
So that would be 2, 5, 1, free.
Cessna 7 Charlie Charlie radar contact, 2 miles south of Obregon, 3,300 feet. Altimeter 29.72.
We'll acknowledge that.
Roger, Cessna 7 Charlie Charlie.
Doing real good on our climb. We're just about to our assigned altitude of 4,000 feet. Now, the runway that we're going to doesn't have, look at the flight plan here, it doesn't have an ATIS. Let's enter. The only frequency that there is the frequency for the tower. So, however, if you look at this, you have weather right here. So that's 041942 Zulu. So the wind is going to be 210 at 9 knots. So 210 at 9 knots, basically the direction we're heading in right now. So now I'm going to go ahead and back off on my prop because we are now at altitude. And go ahead. What I want to do then is on the procedure here, we'll select approach, and then we're just going to go ahead and do 27. I believe, you know, that would be the way to go. I'm going to go ahead and just do visual 27. And we'll just do, go to strength there, no minimums, and then we'll go ahead and load. Now they might tell us to go to the other run, but according to the weather here, looking at MMLM, it's coming in at 210, which is this dimension here, so 27. 270 is the direction of the runway. So 210, that would be going into the headwind here. And on that note, I'm going to go ahead, since we already about 4,000 feet, we've got 374 right here. That's our final approach for 374. So I'm going to go ahead and just assign our altitude now to, I'm going to just go ahead and assign it to 300. And I'm going to hit my vertical navigation, and then when I hit that, it loads our vertical path. And so looking at this, let me go ahead and back up here. We have a top of descent right there. Let's go ahead and look at a little closer to it. Look at that. So we have a top of descent right here. We're going to fly right over the runway, and then we're going to go to straight, and we will be descending right here. We'll be descending the whole way, and descending all the way to our final approach phase. And then as we hit straight, we can hit our approach, and we can have the autopilot guide us all the way down. So we got a seven-knot headwind at about 191. Temperature outside is 23 degrees Celsius. It's about 73 degrees outside. It's not hot out there at all. I'm hoping that my mic is sounding okay. I did some adjustments on there to try to get rid of that crackling sound. Looking at other the YouTube channel, looking at what other people have done to get their microphone that works correctly using the GeForce experience. So anyway, I'm going to do testing 1, 2, 3, testing 1, 2. Alright, so far it sounds good. I'm not hearing any cracking. So hopefully that'll be the case. Hopefully I've solved my cracking. I think that was something that happened. It was exclusive with that GeForce experience. Well, we'll find out. I put it on just microphone control. I took off application mode. So, real quickly to summarize what I did is on our sound settings right here, we got a sound control panel, and on this right here on the recording, hopefully I don't mess anything up while I'm doing this, but I unchecked this right here, so hopefully that's going to help us out. And right now, let's go look at Google Maps real quick, find out where we are. We're pretty much over all of this farmland right here, quite a bit of farmland south of Cuidad, actually between the two cities here. Our destination, of course, is Mochis. Let's go ahead and look at Mochis real quick while we're in the air. So this is our destination. I believe I'm saying it correctly, Mochis. This is pictures that people have taken. Beautiful sunset there. We're going to be flying over that. I'm not sure what that is. I don't know if maybe that might be a shrimp farm. Mexico is famous for their shrimp farms. One of the countries that's famous for shrimp farms. And so we'll go ahead and put that. Take a look out the window there. Look at all these farms. I don't see any air traffic around at all. I'm on flight following. Big circle right there, so let's check this out. See if we can find that big circle. Probably one of these. Couple of them. Like a little community right there. There. So there's that big circle. The end of 6 convenience store there. Into the air.
MSFS Charlie Charlie contact Plaza on center on 126.3. Good day.
126.3 Cessna 7 Charlie Charlie. Mazatlan Center Cessna November Charlie 77 Charlie Charlie 4,000 feet.
Looks like another community right
November
here.
Charlie 77 Charlie Charlie Mazatlan Center altimeter 29.72.
72, so it's the same. That would be that is highway, I think it's highway 15, right? Or not, I don't know. Look at that. Highway along the route. This, of course, is looking true north, and we're going south. I don't know if you can switch the direction. Circle there, and then that community there.
Polaris 468,
circle there,
contact
that's the
Oslo
community
Center
there.
on 124.4. Good day.
Couple of churches there. That must be the community right there.
Going to 124 decimal for Polaris 468.
That's the community. Anyway. Really like exploring, you know. Of course, the Microsoft Flight Simulator. We can explore actually over what's really there. You couldn't do that with Flight Simulator 10. Hey Matt, how you doing? Let's see if there's any airplanes in the area, really not any airplanes. So our destination is Los Mochis. We're somewhere in between. We're probably only revealing one in this location right now. There's a small jet right there flying overhead. There's another one going to San Francisco before I run. Right there, Eurotown? You see a lot of them. But where we are right now, we don't see any of those planes. Yeah, it was pretty loud. I was just outside the plane there, so that might have made it a little bit louder. I wanted to turn down the mic. I didn't want to have it too loud. So I did turn it down a little bit. I just turned it down to 50%. And so I'm just going to test that out, review it later on. I think when I get outside of the plane, though, maybe I should speak up a little bit. When I'm in a real plane, I just love staring out the window. It's one of the things that I do is just stare out the window. And so these communities right here, these are probably the people that work these farms. And they live there. So again, look at that community right there. That would be Juárez. That's what that is. So we'll go ahead. Nope, not very many pictures there. They grow grapes. Oh, we have vineyards there and whatnot. That's what we're looking at right there, is a baseball field right there.
Polaris 683 contact Oslo Center on 124.4.
Okay, that would be
Good day.
anyway, really, the whole area there.
For
Right here.
Polaris 683.
Baseball field right there. Oh, look at that. My drone, I went into my drone and
Deposit
it's
on
just totally
center
upside
Valeris
down.
614 is
So let me
passing
go
flight
ahead
level 380, descending flight
press
level
F6 on
380.
that.
Valeris 614 Mazatlan Center, continue as planned.
And of course the big lifeblood of this whole community right here is the water, the river right there. I don't know if that's through irrigation or a lot of that's natural. In 6 or 13 days, my friend and I will be going to Knox. All right. I hope you have a really good time. Going to be flying in that Airbus A320, right? I think on Flight Radar 24, well, speaking of, well, that's a 737. I did see an Airbus. Oh, that's a 767. That's a big plane right there. That's going to Lima, Peru. So that's all right. Sure. One flying over us right here. Yeah, just about where we are actually. That's an Airbus A321. And I don't know if we can actually see that or not. I'm not seeing any airplane activity in the Microsoft Flight Simulator. F6 again. F6 speeds up your drone. And here, I believe, is the community there. The bigger part of the community. Yeah, there's the baseball field. That's what we were looking at just a minute ago on Google Maps. I do believe that that is it. Are we still there on Google Maps? Google Maps. Yeah, we're still there. So that's Villa Juarez. There's the baseball field right there. Of course, looking true north right here. See, it's interesting that if you're hitting a home run, or if you have the wind coming from the south or coming from the north, isn't that what we have right now? Yeah. So, oh no, it's coming from the south. At any rate, I was going to say you want to design those baseball fields so that you can hit those home runs. It's a very beautiful area here. Just about now ready to fly over the Gulf of California. We are 74 miles away from our destination, which is about 37, well, it's actually starting to count up, isn't it? However, the headwinds. 38, 17, 19, 21, you're going the wrong way. I know we're in the right direction. Our destination is Mike Lima November, which is Los Mochis. Everything's all set up. An hour-long flight. You can see my speed is really starting to increase now, even though I have a 12-knot headwind. See, it's like an increase there. Hitting some thermals there. just about ready to go over these two spits right here. I want to take a look at that. So that would be
Monterey 2479er contact Mazatlan Center
spit
on
going this way, I guess.
124.4.
It would be a spit.
Good day.
That's a spit right here. Not really a whole lot as far as tourism or whatever.
124 decimal for Monterey
I guess if you ever
2479er.
went to this beach, you would have it pretty much all to yourself, because I don't see any kind of buildings or anything there. Not really get that. I was able to click on that one, I'm not able to click on that. So we are over Obregon, Colorado. That's the little community there. Can you imagine living here and you have all of that beach? So the community is over in this direction. Look at this. Bring that back in. The drone needs some work, Microsoft Flight Simulator team. By the way,
Cessna 7 Charlie Charlie contact Mazatlan Center on 124.4. Good day.
Going to 124 decimal for Cessna 7 Charlie Charlie.
good day.
Mazatlan Center Cessna November Charlie 77 Charlie Charlie 4,000 feet.
Cessna November Charlie 77 Charlie Charlie Mazatlan Center altimeter 29.7 tree. Continue as planned.
And so we're looking at this area right here. Go back to our drone there. All of this area right here. A little bit of a community there, just living on the end there. I don't know what kind of mines those are. Or is it mines? There's a beach right there. I'm trying to orient myself on the map here. I think it's that right there. This looks a little different on Microsoft Flight Simulator. The map itself. This satellite data apparently is more recent. So looking at our flight plan here, we are 33 minutes from our top setting. flying over a good portion of the Gulf of California. And while the plane does that, we'll go ahead and bring the drone a little closer to the coast here and see if we see any points of interest as we're going along the coast. Well, look how long some of those beaches are. And going back to our map here, so this is pretty much where right in this area right here is where the drone is. So there's San Francisco.
Monteroute 2479er traffic is 10 o'clock, 4 miles
San
at flight
Francisco.
level 360 generic. Report them in sight. Airline Leases Tree 106 traffic is 10 o'clock, 3 miles at flight level 330 generic. Report them in sight. Monteroute 2479er traffic in sight. Airline Leases Tree 106 have the generic in sight.
Okay, let's see if I can find this river right here. Trying to straighten it out horizontally. Okay, so there's a river right there. Let's see if we can find that on Google Maps here. That's probably that right there, right? Sir, boy, I'm just lost now as far as gotta get oriented here. So we got straight ahead right there. This thing here, Spixworth. So pretty much due west right there is what I'm looking for. So those are the spits. Those are the spits right there. Yeah, those are the spits that's headed down towards Colorado. And so we're looking at this area right here. Okay. So we got Orabampo, and there's another beach right here. That's Playa Banquito. There's 501 photographs. So this is probably a pretty popular area. Of course, our destination is Las Mochis. So we should be the direct line right here, going from, we're over this area right here. So this area right here, that would be this right here. 28 minutes to top of descent. And now this thing is counting down. It's interesting how it's counting up there. Let's go back to our drone. Watch it be all askew. Back to the plane, but we're going to go ahead and race back to the coast here again. This is a pretty nice area right here. Some nice homes all along here, all along the beach. My plane, I don't know if you can see it on the video, probably not, but it's right around here, right there at the end of the arrow. There is where my plane is. And then looking again at this, let's look at the top down view. I believe that we are over this area right here.
Narrow and laces tree 106 contact Mazop on center on 126 decimal
this
tree.
area right here.
Good day.
Those are the homes, and then we got a little bit of a spit right there.
126 decimal tree arrow and laces tree 106.
And we're going from Sonora to Sinaloa. So we're going to be now, I'm wondering, yes, Los Mochis is in a different state. It's in Sinaloa, Mexico. So let's look at Los Mochis again. Yes, Sinaloa, Mexico. So there's the spit right there. Going to our plane again. Still working on my coffee from this morning. I have one of those Contigo cups. Pour the coffee in there. My wife made my coffee for me this morning. And I think she
Swoop
put in
612 climb and maintain flight level tree 70.
14 ounces of coffee in there. So I'm still working on it. And those Contigo cups, they keep it warm for a long time. It's still, I mean, it's not hot, but it's not cold either.
Swoop 612 climb and maintain flight level tree 70.
Swoop 612. Swoop 612.
Swoop 612 climb and maintain flight level tree 70.
370. That swoop is flying pretty high. So let's see if we can find that swoop. On Flight Radar 24, it's probably expired again. No call sign on that. I wonder if that's the swoop. Well, that looks like a Mexican Navy plane. Look at that. No call sign. How about that one there? There it is. Swoop 612. And that's going from Edmonton. Wow. Is that Edmonton, Canada? Look at that. Going all the way from Edmonton, Canada to San Jose del Cabo.
American 1881.
And they got about 37 more.
Level tree 70.
37 more minutes left in their flight. So I'm wondering if San Jose Cabo, look for the Vallarta right there.
Swoop 612 climb and maintain
Hey,
flight level
Swoop,
tree
listen
70.
to the air traffic control. You're not listening to them. Okay, so I'm not sure where I guess I can do this. I can do SJD right here. Let's see. SJD. Show on map. So that's where it's going. It's going to Baja Sur, California. Baja California Sur. I always do it. So it's going to there. But at this point right now, it's about where we
Swoop
are.
612 climb and maintain flight level tree 70.
And he's not listening to Microsoft Flight Simulator. 21 minutes, or about 22 minutes from top of descent. This is real-time weather and real-time time. And outside my window here in Riverton, Washington, it's about the same. It's clear, and it's about 75 degrees outside. And here, you got 23 degrees outside air temperature. That works out to be about 75, I believe, or somewhere around there.
American 1881 climb and maintain flight level tree 70.
Let's see if we can find American 1881. American Airlines 2213. There it is. So that one is going from Puerto Vallarta. They just took off. There are a lot of people saying, "Oh, let's go home. I didn't want to go home. I wanted to be at Puerto Vallarta." Okay, well, we're not about it. But anyway, they're going to Los Angeles. They should be arriving in Los Angeles in a little less than 2 hours. So they're about ready to fly over where our destination is right now. Spin. It doesn't look like there's any
American 1881 climb and maintain
hotels or
flight level
houses or
tree
anything
70.
along there. Again, look at our Google Maps. So I do believe we got spin right here.
Swoop 612 climb and maintain flight level tree 70.
Got ahead of us right here.
American 1881
Farming
climb
right
and
around
maintain
here.
flight level tree 70.
And we're going to have some more farming there. Make every use of the land as we can. Now this right here, I bet you that's a shrimp farm there. That's a beach right there. Playa, I believe, means beach in Spanish. But these right here are shrimp farms.
American 1881 climb and maintain flight level tree 70.
That's a grocery store there.
American 1881 climb and maintain flight level tree 70.
Flying from New York City to St. John's, Matt. What plane are you going to fly? A little community right here.
American 1881 climb and maintain flight level tree 70.
Now, interesting that I'm wondering if 1881, what their altitude is right now. Find it again, there it is. The altitude right now, 181, is 28,000 feet. Calibrated altitude. And Microsoft Flight Simulator wants them to climb.
Tree 182 American 1881 climb
Tree 70.
flight level tree 70.
Well, are they still climbing? No, it's apparently it's staying at 28,000 for now. Yeah, how can it expire?
Polaris Niner 06 descend and maintain flight level 260.
I don't know why it expires like that. The 28,000 feet. That's the altitude.
American 1881 climb and maintain flight level tree 70.
See, look, hear a little change in my engine sound there, probably from the thermals.
Polaris Niner 06 descend and maintain flight level 260.
906, Polaris 906.
American
Polaris
1881
906.
climb and maintain flight level tree 70.
Not finding 906. Look at this tiny little plane there. I wonder if they're, okay, it looks like they're going to California, Baja, from Los Mochis. There's Polaris 906 going to Oakland. That's an Airbus A321. That's at 34,000 feet. Got some, a few mountains right there, nothing to be concerned
maintain
about
flight
as
level
far as
260.
the altitude of our plane. That'll be this area right here. There's two pictures here.
Polaris
There's the highway.
Niner
Look at
06
that.
descend and maintain flight level 260.
Look at that mountainous region right there. Some hiking areas.
Airline leases tree 182 descend and maintain flight level tree 60. Polaris Niner 06 descend and maintain flight level 260.
Apparently the satellite data, those are shadows from the clouds there.
Airline leases tree 182 descend and maintain flight level tree 60.
Boeing 747. All right. Yeah, I think that right now, as we're speaking, they're working on upgrading the avionics in both the 747 and the 787, and make those a little bit more realistic. Okay, looking at our flight plan here, we are 13 minutes from the top of the descent, and we should be making our approach shortly. 26 nautical miles. When we get to around 15, I'll go ahead and contact the tower.
Airline leases tree 182 descend.
Now, I assume that they're going to have us land on runway 27.
And maintain
But
flight
we'll
level
see.
260.
runway
Descend
9
and
and
maintain
runway
flight level
27.
260 Polaris Niner 06.
Increase the RPMs. I only did a half a fuel tank, or half a tank of fuel. Half a fuel tank. I only did a half a tank of fuel. And so far we have used up, system here, 6.9 gallons. And we have 21.1 remaining, so we have plenty of fuel.
Maryland leases tree 182 descend and maintain flight level tree 60.
We are 10 minutes away from the top of the set. Getting now to the outer region there, kind of in this area right here. Las Mochis. It's a city right there, but plenty of farming community around it. Amazing what you can do here with Google Maps. Just explore everything.
Delta 177 Niner descend and maintain flight level tree 60.
That's where our drone is right now. It's in the middle of hiking in the middle of the mountains. So I'm surprised that the drone wasn't like this whenever we got to, it was a little askew, but not bad. So these are right here, some of the hiking trails that they were talking about probably. I wonder if there's any like motocross, motorcycle trails and whatnot along here too. I bet you there are. Yeah, that'd be a lot of fun. Try to find my plane here. It's
Delta
around here
177
somewhere.
Niner descend and maintain
Oh
flight level
plane,
tree
oh plane,
60.
where are you? This area right here. Is that it? Oh, it's a dot on my screen. There it is. So let's go ahead and go back into the plane here. And look it out the window. Look at that. Just
Delta 177 Niner descend and maintain flight level tree 60.
we are 7.5 minutes, a little over 7 minutes from the top of the set.
Delta 1779 descend and maintain flight level tree 60.
So what we're going to do is we're going to pretty much just fly over the runway there, and then take a left, and we'll start descending before we get to the runway, of course. But we'll take a left right there, and then go to straight,
Delta
circle around,
1779 descend
and then come right
maintain
in.
flight level tree 60.
And what I'm going to do is I'm going to say thank you very much. Cancel my flight following to Mazatlan.
Mazatlan Center Cessna 7 Charlie Charlie cancel flight following.
Cessna 7 Charlie Charlie, Mazatlan Center cancellation received. Squawk 7000. Frequency change approved.
And then I'm going to go ahead and contact the airport now. We're going to Mike Lima November. So there's Nam, there's Florida, Mike. That's Mike Lima Mike right there. You know what? It is Mike Lima Mike, isn't it?
Delta 1779 descend and maintain flight level tree 60.
And we'll find out if they say 27.
Tower Cessna November Charlie 77 Charlie Charlie 13 miles north 4,000 feet to land.
Cessna November
27,
Charlie
very
77
good.
Charlie Charlie Tower. Altimeter 29.75, wind 222 at 15. Make left traffic runway 27.
Enter left downwind runway 27 Cessna 7 Charlie Charlie.
I'm gonna try something. I've never tried this before. So direct to straight instead of flying over the runway itself. And I'm going to go ahead and arm my approach mode. See this dot right here. I'm going to see if I can go ahead and do the approach now. Go to straight. So this is the top of the set now right here, which we're a minute away. We got a vertical path and our glide path both loaded. So we are 1 minute now at the top of the set. You can see that the vertical path guidance is about ready to become active. Seconds. Got about an 8-knot wind at 190, 200. Okay, we are now following our glide path. And we are descending. So the glide path actually took over before the vertical path. But glide path, of course, controls both the horizontal and vertical. Slowing it down a little bit. There's the city right there. Mochis. We'll look at that on the drone after we land. A lot of water. A lot of mountains and water and whatnot around there. We got some bays right here. Go down a little bit more. I'm going to go full mixture. Go ahead and zoom in a little bit on the range here. Mochis. Testing 1, 2, 3, 4. Hopefully I'm not coming in cracked. Testing 1, 2, 3, 4. Testing 1, 2, 3, 4. Testing, testing.
Cessna 7 Charlie Charlie, wind 222 at 15.
222 at
Clear to land
15.
runway 27.
Clear to land runway 27 Cessna 7 Charlie Charlie.
There's the runway over there. This is it right here. Go straight, circle around. We are on the glide path. 3.9 nautical miles from straight, 3.7. About 1 minute 43 estimated time en route. Mixture is rich. You would have all of your in real life, of course. I would have a card anyway. There's a real pilot. He flies a Cessna Citation, but he actually has a card. A laminated card for his takeoff, for his climb, for his descent, and for his landing. And he'll read along that card and go through his checklist. So I'm backing way off now on the power as we make a turn. Look at this thing. And first set of flaps there. Should be starting our turn here shortly. I'm above it now. Sets of flaps. There's our destination right there. There's a button on my yoke that I can press and it keeps an eye on the runway. We are on a glide right now. I'm going to do full flaps. Adjust the power accordingly. keeping this right around the glide right there. Landing speed, a good landing speed for Cessna is about 65 knots. Which is still, what, about 75 miles an hour? Now, I bet you this area right here, all of that area there, I bet you that's a shrimp farm. We'll explore a little bit after we land here. We got on our Pappy is right there. We have 2 white and 2 red. Flaps are full. Las Mochis. Las Mochis, Mexico.
500.
I think this is an international airport, so it is able to accommodate jets as well. Nice steady 13 knot headwind there. Not blustering around though, it's just a steady 13 knot wind. A little bit of a crosswind landing. You can see the windsock right there. Aiming pretty much for that 1,000-foot marker, which is that right there. A pretty big runway. Autopilot is off. I am now flying randomly. I'm going idle on my power. And I'm going to go ahead and try to hit the center line.
Cessna 7 Charlie, Charlie exit runway when able.
I got almost full right rudder. Still doing a lot of right rudder.
Charlie contact ground on 118.8.
Going to 118.8 Cessna 7 Charlie Charlie. Ground Cessna November Charlie 77 Charlie Charlie taxi to parking.
Cessna November Charlie 77 Charlie Charlie taxi to general aviation parking via taxiway.
Taxiing to general aviation parking via taxiway Cessna 7 Charlie Charlie.
And we'll explore a little bit before we end this video. Thanks, Matt, very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the flight. On our quest to go to South America. I got full right rudder and it's still going for land. Alrighty, and there we are. I'm going to switch it off, put on brake, turn off all the lights, turn off all of my electronics there, and let's go ahead and go exploring just a little bit here and check out Las Mochis. I'm going to press F6 on my drone here to speed it up. And up we go. This is Las Mochis. Now, I'm wondering if this area right here, now this right here, I'm pretty sure. Let's go ahead and take a look real quick. I would think that that is, there's Las Mochis right there. I would think that that is a shrimp farm there. That's this area right here. And that is probably a shrimp farm, I would imagine. Yeah, look at that. It's a fish camp. So that's probably what you would expect to see around in this area. And that's probably a shrimp farm too. Restaurant right there. A beach. Historical landmark right here. But anyway. So that's that right there. And then you got, I don't know if this would be a volcano. Speaking of volcanoes, there is a volcano south of Mexico City, in Mexico, that's erupting right now. Forget the name of the volcano. Volcano erupting in Mexico. That's the Popocatépetl volcano. That's Popocatépetl, and it's just south of Mexico City, about 100 miles south, and it's erupting right now. Anyway, this right here is a look at Las Mochis. Baseball fields. In the United States, you see a lot of baseball fields, and in Mexico also. Probably just a lot of South American countries. Well, this is Central America, basically, but Central and South American countries, you'll see a lot of baseball fields. It looks like a little park right here in the middle, and another baseball field, of course. But this right here is a good look at Las Mochis. Welcome to Las Mochis, Mexico. Hope you enjoyed the flight. And until next time, as 7-4 Gear always says, keep the blue side up. Have a great day, everyone.